Y'all, I can't even keep my days straight. It's it's bad. I thought today was the 17th. Last week I thought a day was the 6th when really it was the 7th. It's just it's bad. And I don't even think I can blame my disability. I think it's always been like that. During this time of year, it is hectic and crazy. I don't even know how I did it all. Like all. How how did I work full time being a director, put on Christmas and do all the holidays? Holidays. How? And I remember, oh yeah, my brain exploded on me. Maybe maybe that was not the best thing to do. It's just so busy. And being a highly sensitive person in general, like I've always been empathetic. So like going out and about in the public is draining, especially when you see people just be horrendous to each other. I come from the service industry. I absolutely just can't with people. The sad thing is, I actually really love the service industry. There is something just beautiful about getting something organized and clean. I'm still going to be chasing that high for the rest of my life. Um, and just to see people just dump on each other during this time of year just is so discouraging. And just to see the news and everything that's going on out there, it's just, there's no empathy, there's no compassion. Normally, outside of this time of year, I do walk around like, ugh, humans. Especially like when I see litter or just seeing how we treat animals and Mother Nature. And then this time of year reminds me, oh yeah, we don't even treat ourselves well. Like, I've been told this multiple times that my standards are too high. Facts. I have high standards, but it's not anything I wouldn't do myself. It's not anything I don't do myself. Like, don't litter. How about we try to be mindful of our consumption? Take what we need, not what we want. Just constantly just taking. Humans, am I right? Being disabled is rough, especially like knowing you're disabled. Like you see it. You see it in people's eyes. You see it in the way they treat you. They're like, oh, this girl is, something's not right with her. I see it in strangers' eyes. I even see it in my own family's eyes. And it's just something to casually keep working on. Like, I don't move as fast. Hey, let me come back to you with that. The sad thing is I've always been that way with my employees. So to have to do that at home is challenging for some reason. I guess because it's the people that you love and you know. And it makes me happy that at times they do forget. They're like, oh yeah, I have to be more patient with her. It's still just it's heartbreaking. But I keep working on it. I'm not going to be accessible 24/7. I already know myself. I go days without checking my phone, sometimes weeks, sometimes months. I used to work in nursing and be a staffing coordinator and be on call 24/7. So when I got promoted to a director, I was like, fuck this phone. It's really bad. I got into that mindset and it just keeps getting worse and worse. Anyone who even calls my phone, they will hear on my voicemail box for at least the past 7 years. Leave a message and I'll get back to you in 5 to 7 business days. So me checking my phone every day, that didn't happen 3 years ago. It's definitely not going to happen now. Like I said, boundaries are healthy. Very healthy. So I think just being able to put the screen down and be able to walk around and reconnect with what's around you is a good thing. That's just my little tidbit. I see and I read the news and it's bad out there, y'all. I just had to like take time away from my phone just to be able to process all those emotions and feel those emotions. It's like, how? And even yesterday, I'm gonna be honest with you, I cried yesterday because in that moment, I just felt like I wasn't enough. Anything I say is not enough. Anything I do is not enough. And I remember, hate the game, not the player. Sometimes when you feel just so distraught, I have to remind myself that maybe that's how the system wants you to feel, because there's power in numbers. And I realized, yeah, by myself, I'm just insignificant. But together, when there's more people who have the same goal and same mindset to want to do better for Mother Earth and for the species around us, who knows? Maybe something will change. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. I'm around. I swear to anyone, I'm a textbook people pleaser. It's exhausting to try to get out of that people pleasing mode. My mother says when the day I was born, apparently I let everyone who cooked Thanksgiving dinner grab a bite to eat, and then I came out of her. It's exhausting being a textbook people pleaser when you're also highly sensitive, you're also empathetic, you're a high functioning depression and anxiety person. It's exhausting. But setting boundaries is a good thing. It helps you with that. It goes against my nature at times, but I have to remember, I don't want my brain to explode again. I gotta take care of myself, or I won't be able to be around much longer. As you can see in the background, there's like one person I love, and it's super fucking embarrassing. As much as I want to be like that girly girl who's madly in love and super happy, the man in me refuses to die. Shut up. Oh my god. It is super embarrassing how much I love this guy. To anyone who's known me for decades knows I've never been in an official relationship. They know I was always very self-efficient and refused to accept any form of help because I'm a strong, independent woman. I didn't need no man. I used to say that growing up all the time. I'm never getting married. When I left my childhood home, I'm never coming back. Look at me now, eating my own words, happily married, back at my childhood home. It's just be careful what y'all say out there. Never say never, because that might come back to bite you in the ass. Sometimes the universe doesn't give you what you want, but what you need. Speaking of being back home, I know I am cognitively disabled, but the state of Texas says I can drive, and that's on them. I grew up here. I have worked this land for decades. So I was like, oh, I can drive around my own land. I can drive. Like, I still have my driver's license. Let me try. It is so infuriating that the other day when I was driving, I drove the car off a ledge. Like halfway off. It wasn't fully off, alright? It wasn't fully off. It was just a tire fell off. Mind you, I helped build that foundation and level and wall. So, when I drove the car off of this, I was walking all the way back to the house knowing I was gonna get shit on. Just knowing. Not to, like, shit on in a funny way, like, why the fuck were you driving? Who gave you your keys? I was just trying to help out and put the car back in the driveway. I just thought if I just drove around to put the car back, I still have my driver's license. And once again, that's not on me. My grandfather lovingly used to just say, when I would mess up working the land or working around, he'd just be like, oh, stupid. And that follows me every day now that I'm back home. Stupid. So naturally, walking back up to the house, I was just like, oh, stupid. Stupid, why? And I'm just like, I wasn't overdoing it. When have I ever overdone anything? Not me. Get out of here. But no, I've always been a people pleaser and tried to help and get things done before anyone else could help me. I mean, you want to talk about being a people pleaser? Apparently, the night that all this funness happened, my brain exploded, my strokes. My husband, who was sleeping right beside me, I didn't wake him up. I got up out of bed, found my mother in the kitchen. I don't remember any of this, which is exactly why I say apparently. But it is that much ingrained in me to be so considerate that I was like, no. Apparently, I was like, no, I gotta let him sleep. I love him too much to wake him up. I used to say that. I still say this all the time. If you love someone, let them sleep. Let them sleep. Because you gotta let them take care of themselves. It's frustrating, I know. Anyone out there who's a people pleaser, you know what I feel like. You know what I'm going through. Trying to get out of that mode and remind yourself you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Especially this time of year. It's just, Speaking of the night my brain decided to explode, the only thing I remember is my grandfather's voice yelling at me. You gotta get up and gotta wake up, stupid. Gotta go, stupid. Come on, stupid. Let's go, stupid. Wake up, stupid. That's my grandfather for you. Stupid was used in a loving manner back then, but that night, when I woke up from my mini coma, I remember hearing John Luke's voice telling me, Rhiannon, come back to me. And when I woke up, though, I was hot as fire. I was mad as hell. Mainly because I was looking for my old man. Because I was ready to fight him. Who are you calling stupid, stupid? Speaking of the night my brain decided to explode, the only thing I remember is my grandfather's voice yelling at me. You gotta get up and gotta wake up, stupid. Gotta go, stupid. Come on, stupid. Let's go, stupid. Wake up, stupid. That's my grandfather for you. Stupid was used in a loving manner back then, but that night, when I woke up from my mini coma, I remember hearing John Luke's voice telling me, Rhiannon, come back to me. And when I woke up, though, I was hot as fire. I was mad as hell. Mainly because I was looking for my old man. Because I was ready to fight him. Who are you calling stupid, stupid? And ever since I woke up, including very recently, I'm just like, I know I was in a coma, but is this how horribly people treat each other? I know I have a hole in my brain, but is this how we just go around and treat each other? Treat our loved ones? Treat the general public? Treat Mother Earth and the species that are around us? It's just exhausting. It's exhausting to just watch people and just like, you're wasting it. You don't know. You just don't know what you have until it's gone. Facts. I don't know who sung that song lyric, but facts. Just watching myself post these reels, just so you guys know, I don't go back and edit. I just post it. You guys are seeing this as soon as I see this. Once again, if there's any speech therapists out there to give me tips, I'm here for it. Just comment, slide into my DMs, please. I no longer automatically swallow. I forget to swallow. You can hear it in my speech at times. You can see it. Like, I can't walk and talk. It's very frustrating. And it's so frustrating, there are times where even my loved ones will yell at me to swallow. So just let me know. I don't know if there's any other Mexican Americans out there who, when you grew up and you're like, I'm really sad. And they're like, you think you're sad now? I'll give you something to be sad about. And I noticed this recently, having to break the cycle when my nephew my chosen nephew came over and he was just like, I'm bored. And the old Mexican man in me was like, there's plenty of things to do. Like, we can go outside and start working right now. You're bored? Like, there's things to cook. There's things to learn. You got the world at your fingertips. I grew up in an age where I didn't get the internet until, like, high school. So I was just like, there's plenty of things to do and learn. What the fuck you mean you're bored? He was like, can we play a board game? Valid. That's my bad. The old Mexican man in me came out. That is my bad. Don't say you're bored around me. It's ridiculous. But having to change those patterns for the younger generation, even just those little thought patterns, I thought I was getting better by telling people, like, therapy saved my life. Because back when I was very young, therapy was like something to be shunned at. And there was this one day in like 2017 where I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I pretty much went up to my boss and was like, I need tomorrow off voluntarily, like now. I need to go situate and take care of myself. Like, you can either give it to me voluntarily or involuntarily for 72 hours. Your choice, man. Your choice. And that's what I love about this younger generation. They really don't take crap like that. Honestly, I appreciate it whenever I was human resources. I'm like, man, respect. They really don't take crap. And props to the younger generation. They're not like the millennials who are just like, I'm just thankful to have a job and make some money. I'm here to hustle. The younger generation seems to have a good handle on money isn't everything. It took my head exploding to realize, like, oh, money isn't everything. Like, yeah, accurate. Money is not everything. The most valuable thing we have is time. And we're always chasing for it. We're always chasing for it. Also, outside of time, I want to say water is also very valuable. It's a finite resource. It really is. Y'all watch. Y'all watch. The other day, I also had to work through my emotions of realizing I am worthy of love. Granted, I've been married for 5 years, but actually admitting, like, oh, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Like, oh, shut up, John Luke. He's annoying as hell. Look at him over there smiling, laughing, working.
Because I'm looking at you.
Oh, shut up. Jesus, you're embarrassing me. We can't let the street see this. Stop. Embarrassing. Very embarrassing. It's just him. So anyway, I had to work through those emotions because it's just growing up. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Being Hispanic, I saw like water for chocolate at too young of an age. I was like, oh, dip? You're telling me I have to be responsible for all of this? Hell no, I'm not getting married. Never. And also, I was just like, I don't want kids. And that's something that we still have to fight with in our culture to this day. We're like, no, we don't want kids. Like, we went through a whole hospitalization with just 3 dogs, and apparently that is hectic. Recently, my mother just had the dog sit, and she was like, that's too much. I was like, then stop hounding us about kids. Like, I just now got comfortable publicly saying I've been married for 5 years. Like, I'm actually married. I just got comfortable saying that. But do not joke. I told my husband this. I gave you a warning. If someone sees us as like, oh, look at them, they're so cute and lovey-dovey, I will not hesitate on the streets to throat punch him. I won't hesitate. Won't. I'm cutthroat. He last year, he was so surprised when my friends told him, yeah, we never thought she was going to get married. She used to say, single in the tomb, single in the womb. Facts. He was just so shocked. Also, when I woke up from my coma, he was also shocked that I was going around flipping everyone off. I warned him before we got married that that was my sign of hello. I grew up just flipping everyone off because literally my grandfather taught me that. And not just flip people off with one hand, flip people off with both hands. I don't know why. It was so shocking, but apparently it was. Being a former speech therapist, help me out there. Being a former addict, also, I woke up mad as hell because I saw they're giving me what my husband calls the Michael Jackson cocktail. And it's good to know that even in my delusional state, I was like, they know my wishes. I did not want these drugs. They know my wishes. So apparently I was also very combative and hot as hell. But I was given narcotics. I was like, they know my wishes. They know I don't want these drugs. I demand to see my husband and my mother. They know. Also, I know my patient rights. I know I can refuse this. I was just going around telling that to everyone when I was hospitalized. I was like, I need a privacy bag on this catheter. It's my patient rights. Where's my call button? And this one nurse was like, you're driving me back crazy. I was like, I know my patient rights. And that offends me because I suffer with depression and anxiety. Needless to say, 12 years of nursing, of being kind, calm, and patient with the patients and their family members, I came out swinging when it was my turn to be on the other side of the curtain. My poor mother. My poor husband. That's all I have to say. My mom still makes this joke to this year to anyone, and it's frustrating at times, but it's very accurate. I guess that's why it's frustrating. It is horribly accurate. She says, Ree hit her terrible twos, and she's still in it. Not wrong. Shut up. Why are you laughing over there? You've heard this story. When I say therapy saved my life, I mean it in all aspects. I would not have the love and joy I have today in general, for myself, for my family, or, you know, for that guy. When I say that guy, I mean my husband. Ugh. That just felt unnatural. JK. This is just over there. Hold on. Let me get, what are you doing? Oh, tip. That's my bad. What's up?
I know you did it.
All right.
I'm working here.
You're working there? Well,
Kind of.
I'm trying to work over here.
Is it working?
No, it's not. You hear my speech? It is painful to watch.
I hear it every day.
Why did no one tell me it was this bad?
Yeah, there's reasons behind that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you didn't want to get your hopes up.
But yet, you let me do the Hulu contract for a year with ads?
Gotta keep you humble. There's some points when I gotta kick you when you're down. There's other points where you just gotta wallow for a bit.
Oh my god.
This is you wallowing.
Oh my god. I'm done. It's been almost a year. I hate commercials. This is the worst. Why would you let me do this? As you can tell, there's a certain dynamic between this guy and I. We always try to one-up each other. Gotta keep each other humble, you know, kick each other down, lift each other up. We're both actually just really stubborn. Too stubborn to give up on each other.
Some more than others.
Alright, stubborn ass. So if I can encourage anyone during this time, it's to, hey, wake up, stupid. Wake up now before you get a hole in your brain. Wake up now. Speaking of hole in brains, man, I like jinxed myself. The other day I posted about how like my mom's just seeing brain bleeds everywhere, brain ruptures everywhere. For reals though. I finally started checking my newsletters and I was like, there's a lot of this going around. Y'all, get your brain scanned. Get it scanned before you end up with a hole in your brain and then have to deal with some people humbling you. I love you, stupid. Speaking of my husband and this whole brain explosion experience, we are trying to write a book. It's 3 chapters, 2 years. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, my brain just shuts me down, whether if I like it or not, which is why you're definitely not going to hear from me every day. Whether if I like it or not, if I'm reading something or if I'm gaming, oh, like this, look, this fucker's gaming right now. Gaming, it's, it'll just like pull in the power cord. My brain does not care. I could be mid-sentence, I'll just... Really right now. This guy already just laughing at me. So it's been a while. Hopefully my speech has improved just a smidge bit. We'll see. It's been a while because, man, life is just... And y'all thought I was joking about the whole brain shutting down whenever. I slept for like 10 hours yesterday alone. It just shut down. This is me in my natural habitat. Without makeup. Not having any fucks to give. Hopefully my speech is getting better though. I've been working on it. And my swallowing. I've been working on my writing. And my reading. And gaming. But yeah. 2025. Every day's a good day. I wake up on the side of the dirt.